I'm Peter Flint. I lead Aecom Sports, and I just want to touch on quickly some of the major challenges and opportunities around global events. You can see it for anyone involved in any of our big bids or involved in our big projects here. A real level of excitement of being part of the team that delivered, such as London 2012, and the excitement around Rio and the excitement around South Africa 2010.
John Mead, Director in Programme Management, with responsibility for programme level supply chain management. For London 2012, I wrote the programme supply chain management strategy and then implemented that during the construction phase. I think the biggest challenges facing large construction programmes actually start at procurement. Of course, there are massive technical challenges, but if the procurement isn't completed well and you end up with the wrong supply chain in place to deliver those construction programs, then you're buying problems. The success of the Olympics was that the right contractors were brought on board for the right packages.
Strategies to deal with change management are very important, and I think the first thing is having the right approach to change, having the right culture to change, being able to bring forward proposed changes in a positive environment, seeing those issues elevated quickly so that the changes can come up, decisions made, implemented, reported, and move on. There's so much change, this all has to happen very, very quickly. Key success factors are very, very important, and it's interesting to look at different events around the world and to learn from that. Always time is going to be important because these things are time bound, but I'm talking about probably deeper issues than that. Legacy is really emerging as very, very important, and our roles on London was very strong in terms of putting the legacy planning in place. So statements such as 75% of all the expenditure in London was actually about the city itself, was actually about regeneration. That was something which was put in at bid book stage, and that's something which we're still measuring.
I think Sir John Armitt's report highlights the success in actually achieving a lot of those more difficult, softer targets. Of course, everybody knows we delivered under budget and ahead of time, but what's not as well known are the targets that were delivered for job creation, apprenticeships and social inclusion.
These are very challenging programs because they are big and they're complex. There's a lot of different opposing requirements, and it's time bound.
What's encouraging for me is that Sir John Armitt calls for the procurement strategy that was delivered for the ODA to be rolled out across other programmes. I certainly thought the Olympics was going to be the biggest programme I worked on, currently being involved in Crossrail, which is twice the size, and seeing the same procurement team moving on the strategy to the next level for that programme makes me quite heartened that the industry is learning and moving forward.
Delivering successfully on one of these events is a big challenge, and only the brave should really be involved. You need to be very confident of your team's ability to deliver. You need to be very confident of everything that you're putting in place will be implemented. There's no room for error in this. It has to be delivered. It has to be done successfully. It has to be done in a managed and well thought through way.